Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to University Management System tutorial or part 2. As in previous video, we have added the programs and terms and departments and also semester, and as well as we have added subjects which are going to be studied uh, in a program or in a term. So let's start selecting a subject for a semester. Subject for a semester, this is the menu. So when you click on it, it will go to subject for semester page. So here now I'm going to selecting subjects for a specific program, term and department. For example, I am going to select program line political sciences. Its term is, for example, R-94-6, and its department, for example, general. And there are semesters which I have been added in previous video. uh, most of the universities provide 8 semester programs. So for line political science, term are 946, department general, semester 1, and timing morning. I'm just going to select a few subjects for it. For example, I'm going to select computer, which is going to be studied in this program, this term and department, in a specific department, specific term and specific program. So here I am going to select English, and there are fundamentals of Islamic studies. For example, I am going to select one of them. Let's get 2 credit. And there are, for example, fundamentals of law and fundamentals of political sciences, international organizations. Here, Islamic tautology, it's one, for example. After that, political thoughts and world political history. So when I register a student in this specific program and in this term and in general department, having semester 1 will get implemented these subjects. The student will be these subjects will be inserted to a student subjects. For him, he should be study this. As I selected the subjects for this, so after that I am going to what we say in final section, I am going to um, add fees for semester. For example, I have added subjects for this semester 1, department general, terms this, and program this, and timing it's morning. So I'm just going to add fees for this subjects or for this semesters for a specific semesters. So let's add fees before adding a student or registering a student. You should go to add fees before registering a student to this program, this term, this department, and this uh, semester with its timing. So here I'm going to select line political science, where I have selected subject for this, and here it's hour 9, 4 and 6 and departments general, and it's semester 1. The timing was early morning. So here I'm going to add, for example, admission fee, because it's first time. Okay, for example, admission fee is 2000. Okay, I'm just going to add it. Wow, it's working. It's added when I came for the second time. You can see it. There is one fees added for it. That is what? That's admission fee. So next thing I'm going to add, for example, one that was admission fee, and the second thing was, for example, semester fees. You can add many types of fees, but I'm just going to add these fees. So I'm going to add this, for example, 30,000, 300, 3,000, 30,000, 30,000. So as I have added one admission fee is 2,000, and the other thing I added 30,000 for semester fees. These fees should be added when a student is registered to a specific program, term, and department, and semester, and its timing. So you can change fees for another timing. You can add, for afternoon, different fees payments. You can add it. But now in my example, I am just following on a specific what we say program, term, department, and semester, and its timing for a specific. You can add different fees for different timing students and different subjects for different timing students. So is totally 32,000 rupees if a student get admit in line political science program in a term of R946 in Department of General semester 1 morning. Okay, so that's all. Let's start one student direct registration. Student ID, for example, I'm going to give this is last student LW dash 94 dash, for example, 1. Okay, so student name, for example, I'm going to just write anything like Ali. Okay, Ali. And for example, I'm going to write Ali, and now as I can't be able to type Persian, so I have to check the keyboard for myself. I am going to type Ali, for example. And the last thing is where it's going. Here it is. Okay. Ali. So that's all. That's enough for me. So his father name is also Ali, for example. And this is just examples. You can edit anything you want. So father name is, for example, Asad. Oh, what happened? For example, Asad, and I can't be able to type Persian. Grandfather name is Wahab, and I'm just copy pasting the Persian text because I can't be able to write it. So if a person came from another country, you can add it here. Like if someone came from Ireland or somewhere else, it may be possible later on to register, or students came from foreigns, like from another countries like Turkey, or from Iran and Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, like these countries. So you can change to passport Taskira. Doesn't mean Taskira means NIC, National Identity Card number. So NIC number, for example, if it's passport, you have to enter passport number, and if it's Taskira, then you have to add Taskira number. For example, 111. Is gender, it's male or female? and its date of birth. For example, I'm going to say 191369. For example, I'm just going to 169 7. For example, let's get this one. Okay, that's all. So religion means Islam. Okay, so in which program he's going to get admission? For example, is we have selected subjects and fees for a specific program, term, and department. So I'm just going to select that which is being configured before by myself. So I'm going to get the law and political science, and after that I'm going to select the what we say the term as I selected there, and after that I'm going to select the department. Okay, so after that I'm going to select the timing was morning. Sponsored means who helped this person, he is or she is studying with you. For example, if he is self-financed, then write down self. If his father is helping, then you have to write down his father. So I'm just going to add a specific phone number. You can add anything like this. Not anything, you have to add a um, working number. There should be a student a specific number which is being used by himself for her personal contacts. So you can add more than one contacts. If he has or she has email address, then you can type on, else leave it blank. So place of birth, for example, where he was born, and I can't write Persian text. Current address, for example, Kabul. Okay, permanent address. So that's all. There is a photo section, you can change later on also. So I'm just going to, I don't have a photo right now, and I'm just going to submit it. Wow, a student has been registered successfully. Correct. So here is the student, LA941 student ID. His name is Ali, his father's name is Asad, and his contact number is 777777. So after that, if he has educational information, you can add here. For example, this student Ali has education studied from Lesa. You can type on Persian also, doesn't matter. For example, institute name Lesa Mariam, and degree, for example, baccalaureate or something like this. Was the pass 12 pass. You can write down anything. So year, for example, he started and ended in which date. For example, if starting date doesn't known, so you can just enter the finished date. For example, 1394 he finished, has a degree 12 pass from Lesa Mariam. So just I'm going to add. If there are more, then you can add it here like this. So here a student is being registered, but the subjects for a student and the fees was not what we say applied on it, because it's not upgraded to semester. For example, when a student registers in a university, it's being upgraded to semester 1. So for that, I have made it like this before. If you didn't configure has the subject for a term or for a program you have selected for this student, and the payments or the finance system you haven't selected for this student, so you can register student information, you can add student information, and after the configuration of your subjects for that specific program, you have selected for this student, and space what we say, and the term and the department and the fees for this specific semester, student semester. So after that you can add it. When you click on this, everything related for this student, like subjects which are being what we say, configured for this specific program, department and term and its timing. So it will be allocated to the student when I click on it, as well as the fees which is being configured here by finance for a specific department, as we registered the student to this, and here it's morning. So this fees will be allocated to the student. Right now there is student payment, there is no one, because no one student is being here right now, and all students, when I register a student in this semester, for example, let's go to register student, I'm going to add this student to a semester. When I click on it, so its subjects, its fees payment, everything will be added automatically using its configuration as we configured before. For a student, we have selected subjects for a specific program, for a specific term. For example, we have added term, general, and here morning. Now these subjects are allocated to Ali, the student we have registered here. Student we have registered here, these subjects are allocated to him. Right now, he can give his payments also. Here is the payments, student payments. So here is the student ID, his name is Ali, his father name is this, he is being admitted in line of political science, term this one, department this one, semester, its current semester is semester 1, and total amount to be paid by the student is 32,000. So how much he has been paid and how much discount he has been right now. So after that, how much he is remaining. For example, let's I'm going to get payment from a student. For example, I'm just going to get payment 100 rupees from him. So right now I'm going to add, if he paid 1 day earlier, so you should have to here you should have to earlier select the earlier date. So he paid me 100 rupees on this date, so I'm just going to add it. Here it will come his student, it's receipt ID. Receipt ID is auto generated. When you receive a payment from a guy, from a student, so it will generate it automatically. If right now it's, you can see here receipt number, it's automatically changed to 1396-2. So if I receive another 100 rupees, okay, right now these two receipts were generated. Here in one he paid 100 rupees in receipt number 1396-2, in one also he paid 100 rupees. If you want a print slip for him or her, you can just go to print. Here, this is the slip generated for the student payment, and it can be changed or it can be manipulated with respect to your design. So when you come after that, student payment is 200 rupees is being paid by that student. So here it shows 200 rupees being paid, and this is the remaining payment. So as we know that student payment is done, after that right now I am going to just add an examination. add an examination for a specific program term and what we say, add examination for a specific program, like we have created and configured for program law in political sciences, and its term R94-6, and its department, for example, general, semester 1, and its timing is morning. Right now there is no subject because we have configured for a specific what we say, we configure the subject for a specific term, program, and department, semester, and timing. If one of them is get changed, so the subjects or the information regards for examination will be changed automatically. For example, I haven't added any subjects for earlier morning, I will not receive any subject for it. So if I select morning, so it will automatically generate those subjects which are being added in that what we say, uh, examination. For example, English. There is English code is this, and examination date should be this. So I'm just going to add this. For example, English examination is added right now. Okay, you can delete it, whatever you want, but it's not good, it's not fair to delete examination record. So after that I'm just going to second subject. Like this, I'm going to add all of subjects for examination, because I have to add its examination marks and generate a report. Okay, right now it is early morning. For example, here computer science and English is done. Political thoughts, I'm just going to add here. It also shows the credit for this subject. So line political science, here general, and right now morning, and political thoughts been done. Islamic tautology, and after that I'm adding almost all of them. So fundamentals of Islamic law. To generate a report, we must add exam of all subjects related to a specific program, department, and term, and add their results. For example, it was general, and here early morning, and fundamentals of law, Islamic law is being done, and now international organization. As like this, I am going to add all subjects. For example, international organization is done, and now I'm going to fundamentals of political sciences, add. Okay, after that I'm going to add world political history. So after that I am going to add examination, the last one, fundamentals of law. Yes, this is the last one. So I have added the all examinations where a student registers in line political science, and term this, and department this, and its semester is this, and its timing is morning. So these subjects were taught to them, and the students registered in this subjects in this semester with the specific program, departments, and term. So he will be he will be get marked of this subject. So after that, when we have added subjects, it's not important. You can add its marks like going examination, add examination result. Here, these are the subjects. I have registered only one student in this subject, so I'm just going to add a result for it. For example, I'm just going to add, for example, 18 and 55. This is the result for him. Okay, this was for first subject, and for the second subject, computer science, I'm just going to add 10, 10, 20 and 60, 100% marks. Okay. So after that, I'm just going to the third subject. Okay, here 10, 10, 10, 10, and for example 15 and 45. Okay, I'm just going to add it. So this was the third one. Okay, third one. Yes, we have added marks for third one. Now the fourth one. 10, 10, 17 and 45. It's correct. I'm just going to add it, and fourth one is being added. Now fifth one. 10, 10. It will not accept larger than its marks. Okay. Fourth one, fifth one is also done. Sixth one, for example, 10, 10, 10. Okay, edit. Oh, only two left, I think. Okay, now I'm just going to edit. Now the last one, I think. Yes. Okay, I think I have added all of them. Yes. Yes. Third one. Yes, this is not been added. So I'm going to check it again that I haven't missed any subject marks for this student or for our student. Okay. Okay, that's all I have added subject marks for a student having studying law and political science in a term of R946 in a department of general, in its semester is semester 1. Its time is morning. So after that I am going to add its attendance, student attendance. Student attendance, here I am going to add attendance for a specific student, for example general, and here I'm morning, and for which subject, for example, I'm just going to add for English. Total class attended, for example, 100, and students were present in 89 in English. So after that, for computer science, for example, total class 100 and 90 classes. So after that I am just going to political thoughts, for example, student attendance attended, for example, 95 classes. Okay, save. And after that Islamic tautology, for example, 99 classes student attended. Okay, after that I am going to fundamentals law, for example, 99 classes student attended in it. If you have registered more than one student, so the all student registered in a specific program, term, department and semester and its timing will come here, and you can add attendance for it from here, as well as you can add marks. Those you can add also marks, examination marks. Almost both of them are same. So this like this. So international organization, here it's fundamentals of sciences, for example, student attend 98 classes. Okay, and here world political history, for example, student attended 97 classes. Yes. So after that fundamentals of law, for example, 99 classes student attended. Okay, I think I have added all of them marks for student attendance for all of them. I'm just rechecking it that if I did miss somewhere or something. So this is all for right now, and as we have registered a student in a specific program, term and department, and here there are two kind of reports before adding subject marks or student marks to a examination mark. Here before that you have to select, you have to generate a mark sheet for the teachers, where teachers will add their marks. For example, I'm going to generate a mark sheet for English, so just click, and if there are more than one student registered, it will come here. The teacher name and its date will be filled by manually. So you are going, if you are going to print it, just click Control P and print. It will print the teacher marks sheet for you. So after that you have to add marks of that specific subject. So when adding a specific subject marks to examination marks, after that you can see the student subject result sheet. For example, all subject results are entered in database, and you are going to announce the result sheet for a student. So let's select the subject or subject which you are going to announce its marks. As in previous a few months we have added marks for these subjects. So now I am going to generate its marks for students to put on outside for the students. So right now I'm just going to check it. I'm going to submit to give me the result for program line political R94 day 6 department general and semester 1, and its timing is morning, and for subject English subject I'm going to generate its result for a student. So just going to submit it. When I click submit, if you have registered more than one students and you have entered marks for all, so its result will come like this. You can print it and you can give it to the students, or put it on notice board to check the students their marks in a specific subject. So that was all for right now for this tutorial. In next tutorial we will go to library management system. library, how to use it, and how it will work. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day for right now. See you in next video.